Hello everyone, I'm Interact. This is Slay the Spire. Welcome back. Today's challenge is the ultimate challenge. That's what I'm calling it, at least. It comes to us from Reddit user Fowlin Draken. I probably butchered that name. I am sorry for that. But thank you, Fowlin Draken, for your suggestion. He put it as a joke, but I'm going to give it a shot. Now, what did he post? He posted base cards only. JK. And I said it could be theoretically possible, so let us begin the ultimate challenge. Now, who do I think is going to be better at this? I think the Ironclad, because of the healing relic, is going to be able to get further doing this challenge. But we cannot obtain any other cards. These cards right here, this 5-card deck, this is our deck for the entire attempts. I'm going to see how it goes now, and I'm going to probably... I think this is an interesting challenge, and I've done like a bit of theory crafting on it. Not like, you know, deep. I'm like getting into the game files and looking at everything, theory crafting, but alright, that's actually a good start. We want to be able to upgrade the cards somehow. We need to be able to upgrade all of them. We don't want to remove anything, so we're just gonna leave. I mean, we could remove something actually. I don't think I want to. Definitely don't want to become cursed. But so we're going to try and win with nothing but strikes, defends, and this single bash. I think if I can get the proper relics, I've done some thinking. Like I'm gonna need like a dex relic, a strength relic, a way to gain energy probably. Unceasing Top would definitely be a good thing to have. I'm gonna need a bunch of really good potions. I don't know why I even looked at those. It's gonna be a challenge, but that's why I call it the ultimate challenge, because I really think it is the ultimate challenge, is to beat this game with just strike, defend, and bash. And I might try it. Okay, Gremlin Horn's gonna be a good one. Why do I keep looking at these? Gremlin Horn's gonna be good. We need one of these question marks to be the thing that gives you... I think we're gonna get rid of a strike. We need it to be one of the ones that lets you choose between elegance and simplicity, and then we choose elegance, which upgrades all of our strikes and defends. Basically, we need all of these cards. We're down to 9 now. I should have removed a card at the vendor, but that's fine. We'll worry about that later. Self-forming clay is another one that kind of helps. We need some way to increase our offense and defense through the use of basically just relics and potions. So, I mean, I don't know. I think it might be possible, which is why I'm giving it a shot. I think it's going to be a very difficult challenge. This is not an easy run, for sure. And I'm going to give this multiple attempts. I'll probably just stream this on my my days off, when I'm not doing recording or working or anything. And I think that what we want to do is we want to be able to pick up, what is it, Clay Singing Bowl? Is that the one that gives you 2 max HP every time you skip a card? If we can get that on the first floor, since we're skipping every single card, I think that we can be probably pretty confident in a win. I think we do block here. But it's going to be difficult, and I don't know if the Silent's going to be better. So I was thinking between... The Silent has more defensive options with Neutralize and Survivor, excuse me. But the Ironclad has more offensive options, and I think with a lot of the bosses, it's kind of a war of attrition, where you want to be doing more killing than you're doing defending. And I think it depends on which bosses you get. So I think this basically boils down to getting near perfect RNG on everything. But I'm gonna keep plugging away at it, man. You know, because I want to see if it's possible. I really feel like it should be, as long as you get the proper relics set up and the proper mobs to fight through and the proper bosses to fight through. You know, it's reliant on a lot of things, but I'm gonna try it. I know that you said it as a joke, Fallen Draken, but as I told you in the response, I think it is theoretically possible. And I am willing to try it, to keep banging my head against the wall. Because I think it's an interesting challenge. And I feel like it has to be possible. I feel like this is like the holy grail of challenge runs. You know? Can you beat the game without ever taking a card? So it'll be interesting, but okay, that's a way to gain energy. Really not a great way to gain energy, but a way to gain energy nonetheless. I'm just not sure what the ideal relic setup is. I think that you need a way to gain energy without compromising your potion usage, because I think having like strength, dex potion or something along those lines on the final combat is going to be like required. You're going to need some way to gain strength and dexterity through relics or through potions. And you're going to be using a lot of potions throughout the run, like a lot of regen potions and whatnot. Tornado Strike, thank you. I think Gremlin Horn's a good one to have to kind of block potions are going to be strong. You're going to need a lot of potion help, a lot of relic luck, but I thought it was an interesting suggestion, so here we are doing the quote-unquote ultimate challenge. Thank you for your suggestion, Fallen Draken. It's spelled weirdly, so I assume it's probably pronounced a different way than how I'm pronouncing it, or foreign or something, so I apologize if I'm butchering your name. And he did ask me to report back to him with how it went, so hopefully I can report back some good results. I'm gonna need a relic like Ginger or something to make sure I can't get weakened as well, because we can't be spending too much time in combats, because we will eventually get worn down by pretty much every enemy in the game, especially bosses, since we have almost no defensive options. Like the plated armor relic would be really good. I'm trying to think what other like relics would be necessary. And that's the other thing, is like you need a lot of relics, which means you're gonna have to fight a lot of elites using just these cards. So it'll be interesting. I'm clicking them out of habit, honestly. I think we need to smith. I think we smith a strike. We need some more offensive capabilities right now. Okay, this is not a good first boss. This is really bad, actually. Because he's a tough one to fight. So we'll see what we draw here. Okay, so we do have a bash, so we can definitely mode shift him. And we can mode shift him with a little bit of extra damage. The reason I decided on the Ironclad is because I think that given the healing relic and the less cards in the deck to draw through, because the Silent does have 12 cards because of Ring of the Serpent giving you 2 on the extra first draw. I don't think that the relic that the Silent has is really going to be all that worth it. So I decided on the Ironclad because I think Burning Blood is going to do a lot of work, and having less cards is going to be way better in the long run. And I think Vulnerable is going to be better than Weak, although I could be entirely wrong on that front. Do we want to use? I think we want to save the block potion until it's going to kill us. Other relics that would be good to help us get through this would be something like Toolbox that gives us random other cards that aren't technically in our deck, so it's not technically cheating. There's a lot of technicalies involved. but I think that's okay. Okay, we probably want to keep Bash up. What do we have? We have a lot of strikes coming up, so we want to try and not take a lot of damage here. So I think we just strike and then defend again. Because his next attack is the 16 hit one. We might need to use a block potion, considering we're only drawing a single defend. But we need to do as much damage as we can in this mode. Self-forming clay is going to be helpful against something like this. I don't think we can kill him here, can we? No, so we need to defend. Well, I think we defend once, and then 2 strikes does more damage. Do we want to defend again? Or do we want to just keep vulnerable up? We might need to use this explosive potion, although I'd like to save it for like a bird fight or something on the next floor. Self-forming clay is pretty good at mitigating a lot of this damage that we're taking, which is nice. Could explosive potion to kill him, but I don't think we're going to. We basically just need to draw like a single strike plus or something, and I think he's just dead. Yep, there we go. Okay, so first floor done for the ultimate challenge, so we at least know we can beat the first floor. A good relic, please. I was hoping for a better relic here. Snecko, I think, is just gonna be god-awful. I hate it, but we need the relics. Okay, this one's awful. This one's also awful. Right, this is fine. Okay, Giria is a way to gain... This is actually... Blue Candle, Sharn's Ashes is actually nice. Giria is one of the relics that I thought about needing because it gives you strength to start with, which can make your basic strikes do a lot more damage. So we're not going to get a merchant until really far off, but we need these question mark spaces to hopefully remove curses. Although I guess we can Blue Candle the curses away. And it does trigger Sharn's Ashes, which is a weird little synergy. I mean, we're losing HP anyways, so... Oh, it also helps with self-forming clay, so maybe we've got something here with this Blue Candle Calling Bell thing that we got going on right here. It sucks that we're losing our dodecahedron energy. Self-forming clay doing a bit of work for me, which I appreciate. That's definitely getting the heck out of my hand. Yeah, definitely don't want this doubt. So when I saw Sharn's Ashes, I was like, oh boy, I'm never going to exhaust anything. But apparently, might actually be exhausting some stuff. I think we want to defend here. We need to mitigate as much damage as possible while still keeping up some amount of an offense. Because this guy does heal himself a little bit. Okay, well, I mean, you know. You can't actually keep up that much of a defense. You might as well just go offensive. I want to stay as healthy as possible so we can just lift at every rest site that we get to. Yeah, these defense don't do much, so I might as well just go offensive here. I think this might be like, I call it the ultimate challenge because I think it might be like the ultimate test of the limits of this game and how well you can do using because you have to maximize every single advantage that you get outside of cards. Obviously you need to maximize your relics, you need to maximize your potions, your usage of money and everything like that. Like, is doubt or pain worse? I think doubt's worse. Yeah, and I'm gonna need a bunch of removal question mark cards. duplicate a card. Okay. So we can duplicate Bash, but I think that's bad. I think we just duplicate a Strike Plus. We're back to having the base, basically, so we removed a Strike, and then we have duplicated a Strike Plus. So we're back to having the 10 starting cards, except one of them is now upgraded as opposed to being removed. I think we definitely play this. Does damage. This is definitely an explosive potion scenario. Defend, I guess we have to defend again because we don't really have anything else going on. I think floor 1 and 2 are going to be difficult, but I think that this challenge is going to be made and fought, and, you know, this challenge is going to live and die on floor 3. I think floor 3 is really where the, it's gonna live or die. Because floor 3 has fights like Darkling, and all the elites are really painful, and the boss, the final boss, is gonna be just nonsense. Because some of those bosses hit for like 50 plus amounts, and they buff themselves as well, which is going to make it even harder. So I think that this challenge run is going to live and die on floor 3. Obviously, as you saw, the first floor, I mean, it's designed so you can get through the first floor without really picking up any cards. Obviously, that's just, it'd be poor game design if it wasn't. Like, you basically have to be able to get through the first floor without taking cards, because otherwise the starter deck would be useless. So the real test comes on the other floors. And I think the second floor is going to be fine. I hate that I got more combat in my question marks. I did it in that order to make Charn's Ashes actually deal damage before I hit him. Otherwise he would have had some armor to prevent the Charn's Ashes from dealing damage. He's doing 21. And we're vulnerable. Alright, then I'll just deal damage. Or we're frailed, not vulnerable. Okay, so Self-Forming Clay is going to help out a bit here. And it does get around frail. Use Basic Strike first because it does slightly less damage, and we don't want Malleable to be blocking too much. Still going to take a hit here, but at least we lose Weakened and Frail. Which means he's going to reapply it, which means we have a free turn, and hopefully we can draw a bunch of attack cards. That's not really what I meant. But okay. We should be able to kill him this turn. I mean, we know exactly what our 10 cards are at any point in time. There's never any mystery as to what we're going to draw. It's going to be Strikes, Defense, and possibly a Bash or two. We need to lift. I would like to get some more HP, but lifting is going to be so important that we're going to, like, avoid everything that isn't a campfire. Like, this floor is actually great because it gives us, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna have 5 campfires, which means it's gonna be maxed out before the boss even starts. Take out the one with the least HP. Now we just need like oddly smooth stone, or there's no way of like a Giria for dexterity as far as I know, which sucks, but definitely just gonna burn that. Does a little bit of damage, which is nice, but it also doesn't take our HP away. Blue Candle's a pretty good pickup. I was also thinking if you didn't get Singing Clay Bowl, if you got like Darkstone Parapet and Blue Candle and then just picked up a bunch of curses, that could also work, theoretically. I think we just go offensive here. We have a bunch of question marks coming up, right? Yeah. A bunch of non-combat for a bit, so we can afford to get slightly low-ish here. Thank you. We need to start upgrading all of our cards, though. If we're not, I think if we're going into the second floor without at least like 60-ish% of our cards being upgraded, we might be in a bad spot. It's 11, 26. It's not enough. Yeah, that's painful. Not being able to take these guys out in a really quickly because of ritual, it's starting to be really painful. Obviously we take this and we're lifting. I mean, we gotta get swole, right? Please be something amazing. Okay, toolbox. That's one of the things that I said could possibly be super good. If it can give us like really, really solid colorless cards. I don't really know what they would be, but things like bandage would be super nice. Yeah, kunai. I don't know if I want kunai or meat on the bone though. All of these relics are really good. Mercury Hourglass helps us get through trash mobs a little bit easier. This is going to help a lot on longer fights, and this is going to help just keep us alive. I think we need kunai for the defensive capabilities, though. And then we don't have a merchant coming up, right? Okay, so we want a strength potion for the boss, and I think also want a dex potion for the boss. Because the boss could just butcher us. Is it some way to heal? I need the relics. Okay, shuriken, kunai. As I said, I need ways to get my strength and dex up, so there's both of them. Can't believe that the first run is actually looking to be like this good. Okay, we're healing here. We can't even take any more cards, nor would we want to. We need to upgrade defense. I think our offense is going to be fine with Giria at max, so our defense needs to get better. Okay, this is really the test here, I guess. Holy crap. Get these rides out of my hand. What do you got for me, Jack of all trades? Sadistic nature. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. It makes Bash do 3 more damage. Yippee. This is one of the bosses that I was dreading coming up against because he hits so hard. There we go. We got a turn to get our strength and dex up, which is nice. These are going to be linchpins, but we're going to have turns where he's not attacking to do it. I think we can afford to take 1 damage here to apply the vulnerable and get sadistic nature to trigger. We need to get some of these curses out of here. We don't have Darkstone Parapet, so they're not what we want. Here we go, perfect. Another triple attack turn. Get that strength and that dex up. So I'm almost getting. I'm missing Singing Clay Bowl or whatever it's called to be able to have my max HP be like 1,000,000 because I've skipped everything. But outside of that, I have Kunai Shuriken, and Giria, which those were some of the linchpins of the theory crafting, was being able to get dex and strength through the use of relics. Come on, give me another attack. Darn it. I need another attack there to get Shuriken and Kunai to work. I think we just keep vulnerable on him. I think he's removing his debuffs actually and gaining strength here. I think he does that after he hits like 1/3-ish HP. Yep. So there we go. Now he's going to start hitting really, really hard. Shoot, I needed another attack card there. Not drawing 3 strikes to be able to make this go up is pretty bad. That metallicize is going to be... Yep, see, here you go. Here you go. This is what I was talking about. This is just pain. So he's hitting for 45. This is gonna seem really stupid. But we're not blocking. I think this gives us a pretty good turn, a pretty good chance of just killing him next turn. Self-forming clay will help defend a little bit of what he's doing right here. $27, $22. So 44, not enough. But we have the defense to be able to do it. Thanks to self-forming clay. So, I mean, honestly, if we can beat the champ, I think we have a pretty good shot at this. I'm actually feeling like really good about our chances. Because beating the champ is an accomplishment with this deck. Alright, Swift Potion's gonna be great. I don't even know why I keep looking at these cards. It has to be Tiny House. I mean, Astrolabe ruins the entire point of the challenge. Question Mark is completely worthless. This actually gives us something. A regen potion is also very good. That gives us a little more healing. Alright, so here we are. Here's where we're gonna live and die. Floor 3. Alright, we need a lot of campfires, I think. We need a lot of not combat. So I'm looking over here and I'm seeing question mark, question marks, question marks, question marks, question marks, all the way up to the boss. If we can get to the boss as quickly as possible with as little combat as possible, because all of these combats are going to just destroy us, I think. We need to get these things out of our deck as well. Okay. I should have... It's 1 HP. I should have played all the attacks and then the defend to have the extra decks, but it's 1 HP. I don't know that it matters that much. And against these orb walkers, once again, strength up is the same as ritual. You gotta kill them quickly. Otherwise, they're just gonna roll all over you. They're just gonna trample right through you. Give me some attacks, please. Thank you. Poison potion, not really the kind of potion we're looking for right now. We need strength and dex potions. No. We want to do as little combat on this floor as humanly possible. Oh boy. This is what I was dreading. Was this combat. This is just an awful hand. Alright, this is, I think, a good enough combat to do a regen potion. I was hoping I would draw more strikes so I could get my kunai and shuriken working. So if that's not going to happen, let's just put a lot of damage into one of them for now. I'm shocked this is actually going so well. And because we're skipping so many cards, we're already on the 3rd floor. What are we at, 28 minutes? Okay, we need to take this guy out just to protect ourselves a little bit more. And then we can trigger kunai and whatnot. We also have enough block to not even care here. Thanks to self-forming clay and blue candle. This is... I'm honestly shocked that this is going so well. I did not expect this to be even remotely close to... I'm not going to say this is easy, but close to this, like, feasible. I thought this was something that I'd have to, like, theory craft and work at and hold the Archie in Isaac's terms, you know, until I get the perfect run start. But it seems like I might not have to do that. I don't think Gremlin Horn triggers when these things die. Let's test that. It does. Okay, cool. Then I think we have this combat done with. Okay, Darkling's not as... I maybe should have stalled out for a little bit more regen potion. Eh. Give me a way to remove a curse, please. The merchant's way down there. No. Oh boy, the maw. Deep breath, okay. I will take a deep breath. Alright, that's... Come on, man. I need more strikes. I wish this strike could move up here. Like, can I... Can't drag it. Oh well. So he'd debuff himself and then... Oh, I thought he debuffed me and buffed himself. No? Okay. That's one of those... This is one of those fights that we're gonna have to defend a lot. I can't remember if this guy buffs his own strength or not. Maybe the little versions of him do? I don't know about the big versions, though. So, let's bash. And strike. Deep breath. Not really doing anything there. I really need Ginger, so I'm not getting... He's buffing himself. Yeah, I think he buffs himself now. I really need Ginger so I can stop getting weakened. But I think that's a... Is that a rare relic or an uncommon? Oh crap, he does buff himself. Okay, we're in a bad spot. Very, very bad spot. Draw me, yeah. All the defends you can give me, please. I'm glad we at least got our decks up by 1. But it's not really enough. Come on, give me 3 strike. Thank you so much, game. We just need to outpace his... My game is frozen. We need to outpace his attribute gain with our own, which is going to be really hard. But at least we're able to sort of draw... We're drawing decently for these attacks. We're still losing HP slowly. Oh my goodness gracious, please give me a defend. Holy crap. It's 44 damage. That's absurd. I don't think I've ever had this combat go long enough to see that attack. Oh boy. Things are not looking great right now. This combat needed to be over like 2 or 3 turns ago. This might be the end of it. Give me something, please. It's not really what I meant. Am I exactly dead? I believe I am. Oh man. Shoot, I got really far with that challenge, so I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna run it back, man. I'll probably be streaming this during the week after this comes out. I'll probably be streaming attempts at this. Oh, that's a good start right there. Varia's a nice start, for sure. I'm probably gonna be streaming attempts of this, so follow my Twitch stream if you want to. It's in the description. Because I think that first run gives me a lot of confidence that this is possible. It is possible to beat the game using your starter deck. Now, is it going to be easy? Hell no, dude. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult. It's probably gonna take me a few dozen runs, if not way more than that. But I believe in this run. I know he said it as a joke, and I appreciate your joking response, but I'm taking it seriously, dude. I think I can do it. Basically, merchants are just free spaces to look for relics and stuff. Okay, plus... I think we actually take this... Okay, pair is actually super good. Obviously, we're going to remove this regret. But that max HP is going to be good, because we need max HP. That's why I want to Clay Singing Bowl or whatever. Even like things like War Paint, which randomly upgrades 2 skills, stuff like that, just ways to upgrade what we have. It's going to be very helpful as well. It hinges on a lot of things, but I like this challenge. It is the true test of, I guess, probably luck, honestly. Although there is a bit of mechanical skill involved with knowing, you know, the ordering of cards and when to use potions and whatnot. I think we take Elite Combats this early on. Lagavulin, honestly not my least favorite of these fights. He stays asleep if you do nothing. I think I want to wait to be able to open up with a bash. I'm pretty sure he wakes up next turn. You can only keep him asleep for like 2 turns, I think. But I want to wake him up with bash. I need to get as much damage as humanly possible, like as quickly as possible, because of the way that this guy functions. And honestly, I'm taking the damage right on the chin. Hit me, dude, I don't care. See if I care. I've got a pair. I'm gonna defend when I can, but I think I'm gonna focus on killing him. Because if he starts draining my dexterity and my strength, you can actually get to a point where you can't do anything. Your cards literally say gain 0 block, deal 0 damage. And I don't want to get to that point. I've seen screenshots of it, and it sounds terrifying. So there we go. We got him down. We took, yes, a large chunk. There's a shuriken. That's our, why do I keep looking at these? That's our offensive capability. Now we just need our defensive capabilities. I think we're gonna upgrade strikes this time. Maybe it was a mistake to upgrade defense in the past. Maybe it wasn't, I don't know. Matryoshka, I apologize if you're Russian and I pronounced that improperly, is really good, because that gives us those extra relics that we might need. I think we take the question marks and then the combat, and we're gonna smith up our strikes again. I think second floor we focus on defense, first floor we focus on offense. I'm gonna keep choosing the same ones. I don't want to, like, there's no card in here that I would want because it would ruin the challenge. So, I'm just gonna, I was just hoping that I didn't get the proper answer on the first turn. I would love meat on the bone. Pendib is good. Red Skull might actually be like super good as well. I kind of want a strength potion as well. I think I take Pendib here. Pendib was another thing I was thinking, like, this might be one of the best things you can get to make this thing kind of pop, you know? Drawing Bash on the first turn is super good. This Matryoshka could help us out a lot. We're gonna take a lot of damage from this boy, but that's okay. Actually, we're probably only gonna take 14. Yeah, my draw pile is empty. You are correct. Please give me just... Okay, that's enough. Thank you. Hey, there's Runic Dodecahedron again. Just hoping for maybe a potion or something. I wish I could afford any of these. Actually, probably just Darkstone Parapet. Then we could play a little risky. If we rest, we're gonna be fully restored. We're not. We'd be at 84. So Runic Dodecahedron won't even proc, so let's just upgrade a strike. And let's see if we can... Alright, Slime Boss shouldn't be difficult. Bash on the first turn, thank you. I think I'm gonna want the Dex Potion here. Next turn we're gonna do a lot of damage. Well, actually, there's not a guarantee now. No, we're gonna do a lot of damage. And we're gonna split him at 59, which is not ideal, but not terrible, actually. We want to get this one because it gives us weakened. We didn't split it, which I think is actually fine, because next turn, hopefully we draw at least 2, or hopefully 3 strike pluses, and we can just kind of kill him before he even splits. There you go. That's pretty much what you want to see. I think we have, honestly, I mean, it's a little early to call it, but I think we have another good shot at this. Oh, crap. It's a lot of wounds. He's just going to keep giving us wounds and frail, which is obnoxious. We have a pen nib trigger, which means this guy is dead. Alright, elixir could be pretty good. Pandora's box completely ruined the challenge. Philosopher's Stone. Philosopher's Stone is so risky. I don't think we can take it. I guess maybe I should have just taken like the question mark card in case we got Noloth and we could have fed that to him. I don't know. Alright, I think this floor we need a lot of question marks, and I'm seeing a good path right here. Just question marks. We got an elite in the middle for some Matryoshka play. This is gonna be awkward. I think one of these guys is getting away for sure. Probably that guy. The mugger instead of the looter. I love it. I mean, he's got the goggles, dude. You gotta let him go, right? Maybe I should have triple struck for the shuriken play. I don't know. I don't know if it really matters. Oh wow, they're already trying to flee. How much defense do they give themselves? Okay, there's actually no way I'm killing both of them, I don't believe, so... Maybe I can, actually. I think they give themselves 6 or 9? 6, okay, so it's the lower number. So... we're gonna be able to kill one of them. 15. Yeah, only one of them. Oh well. Lost a little bit of gold, that's fine. We're not really using the gold for much of anything right now. We don't have enough to really make a shop worth it just yet. Explosive potion would be nice. On like a bird fight or something. Yeah, give me a relic. Ooh, Omamori. That's nice, that's nice. We do not want curses in our deck. This is a good explosive potion place. Let's knock one of these... Whoa. One of these boys right out of the air. I might want to explosive potion, I'm not sure yet. I might want to save it. Elixir is kind of like... okay-ish. Elixir's like not the ideal potion to be having. I think you want strength index potions. Block potions are pretty good. Regen potions are like okay if you know the combat's gonna last a while. I think we throw that just to kill off the one bird. Save ourselves a lot of life. As I said, this is the floor that we need to start getting a little defensive on. We might have even wanted to full defend there. Please don't make me waste it. Pen nib trigger. I don't think I'm going to have to, so that means I'm going to have pen nib going into this elite fight. Fingers crossed that none of those question marks are combat. Please not combat. Thank you. See, this is why I should have took the question mark card. Ugh. I don't know if you lose pair, do you actually lose your max HP? Let's give him Runic Dodecahedron. Actually, wait, why did I do that? I forgot what the Lost Gift does. That's actually worthless. I've thrown away Runic Dodecahedron for nothing. Well, you live and you learn, right? That was very stupid of me, because that just increases your chance of getting rare cards, and I'm not even taking cards, so whatever. Take one out, and then this is another one of those combats where like you kind of need to go quickly because of ritual and strength up, I think is what it's called on the orb walkers. Make it so you kind of need to just speed through the combat if possible. Gonna take a whole lot of damage. Lizard Tail would be another relic that would be good because that revives you once per game at 50% HP if you would die. That'd be kind of a good way of like cheesing your way through a harder combat. I got a strike plus. I think the one defend is fine just to make sure we don't die next turn, but okay, Pen Nib should actually give me the kill here and keep me alive. I have an elite combat after this. Oh boy. Well then, we're going into an elite combat with 8 HP. Okay, that's not really the kind of potion I was looking for. Oh. Oh boy. I mean, I'm dead. That's it. Alright, well there you go. That's the challenge. I'm gonna keep trying at this. I'll put out like extra content every once in a while if I can actually get the time for it, but man, I love this challenge. As I said, I'll be streaming it if you want to see me attempt this progress anymore. If I do win it, I'll post a video on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the people on Reddit for giving their suggestions as well. If you like this video and this challenge, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment with any challenge you would like to see me play, and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thank you for watching. Once again, I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.